Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I just want to do a little impromptu personal vlog. Not much going on except for my allergies. I know it's kind of random, but so about a year ago, let me just jump into it. I was breaking out in hives like all over my body. It was pretty bad. I was like swelling up in my lip, my eyes. It looked like I had extreme Botox to the max going on, or some botched, services to the face done. And so I finally, after just being like itchy for so long and everything, go to the doctor and be like, hey, what's going on? This is not normal. I've never been allergic to anything in my life before. Medicine, milk, anything, some kind of nut intolerance, nothing like that. So I go finally to a doctor and they give me some prednisone to take down the swelling, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you need to go to a specialist to see what's going on with you. And then so I'm like, all right. So I finally go to a specialist for them to do the testing on the back with the little pricks, and then they put the allergen on top, and then however your body reacts to it, that's what you're allergic to. So it comes back after they do that, and it doesn't hurt at all, but after they do it and you're laying there, that, go figure, cat dander, dog dander, dust mite, and it kind of sucks because I have 2 dogs, and no, we're not going to get rid of them because of it, but yeah, that kind of stuff I'm allergic to. Now, not severely allergic where I have to have shots for it or anything like that, but they recommend that I take it over-the-counter montelukast, which is basically like, your antihistamine stuff, or, whatever, like Claritin, Allegra, and vitamin D, because they also did find out that I am vitamin D deficient, which also for some reason has something along the lines to do with what's going on with me. Well, they did also some blood work because they're like, that's not what's causing your severe hives and, what you're going through and your face swelling up. And by this time, I think it was actually like the second time that I was having such a bad reaction. Just the first time wasn't as bad. Second time was like even the jaw part down here started swelling up. I look like the dude from Hitch when he's looking at the, mirror, he's like, damn. Yeah, that was me. That's exactly what I look like. It was pretty bad. And then so they do the blood work, comes back, and he goes, okay, you have Hashimoto's. Now, I don't really know what Hashimoto's is. I've looked it up. I know it's an autoimmune disease, and it has to do with your thyroid, and sometimes people have like overactive thyroid, and they're usually really skinny, or it can affect you to the point like where you're always overweight. Real quick though, that is not why I'm overweight though. It also helps regulate your metabolism. It has to do with like how your body breaks down and burns your calories. It's a very, it plays a very important role in your well-being. Mine though, my thyroid is working fine. He was like, no, it's not supposed like my thyroid itself. It's when my thyroid is working and it gets activated, and like when you have adrenaline and stuff like that, that's what it kind of filters through. It creates a chemical when it's doing this, and what's happening is when my body starts doing that, it like soups up on antibodies, and my antibodies decide, okay, we're going to go attack this because they're treating it like a foreign object or something. I don't know, like a foreign being, if that makes sense. I'm probably not even like describing that the right way, but so that's what it is, and it kind of sucks because it worked for so long for me taking the vitamin D and the other stuff, and then like now it's like happening all over again. So for the past week, your girl has been like itching nonstop on my arms, my legs, and it's actually just getting worse. So yesterday we went and bought some Caladril, thinking that this was gonna work. So I had slathered like myself up to the max, looking greasy as hell, running around here, but I had this on hoping this would work. It worked long enough to let me sleep through the night, but I did have to wake up and reapply some at some point, and right before I went to bed, I still had to put like more of this stuff on. So that's when I know something's going on. And then this morning, I made my husband go get me these allergy pills, just your over-the-counter, ones like kind of like a Benadryl. And I was like, oh, just dropped them all, thinking, oh, it's working, it's doing what it's doing. And then no, because when I went to go get my hair done, I started itching. And then it was like really sweet because the chick that does my hair, her name's Sheena. She's like, oh, we have these essential oils here. Here, try this lavender one. Lavender is supposed to be really good for itching and I don't know, for some other stuff. And I'm like, okay. So we put some on there, and it burned like a little bit, but not in a bad way, just because it's sensitive, because I've been itching. And I was like, oh, thinking, okay, this is gonna work. This is kind of awesome. I'll go pick some up. It didn't work. I got home and I'm already like, we're in the car and I'm like itchy. My husband's looking at me and I'm like, I'm just so itchy. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with me. It just it sucks so bad because I tried to film yesterday, and then plus not only that, I had issues with this camera, which I'm hoping it's not doing today, but it might. So if it pauses or it looks like, I don't know, I'm dubbed, it's this camera. I've about had it with this, but my camera wasn't working yesterday. I think I had to update it to Windows 10, which took like 3 hours. I couldn't stop itching. Any ideas that I had of what I was gonna do, it's like I couldn't talk. It was just, you know, when you're just having one of those days, one of those weeks where it's just like, you know, just be done. Let's just give back to things. Let's bring it back around. And then this morning I got up and was like, oh, I'm gonna do a little thing and show you how I do my eggs in the morning. And I was all proud of myself, and it looked good on camera. And then when I went to go like upload it, I realized, guess what? My phone never saved it. What happened to those videos? I have no idea. They're out there in little cellular space somewhere, but I've about had it with my Windows phone too. It was given to me, but nothing but problems lately. So that is what's going on with me to catch y'all up. But good news is I will be going to the doctor tomorrow. And well, good news, bad news. Good news, yes, going to the doctor. Bad news, it's a new doctor, new place, because the insurance I have doesn't take it out where I used to go. And my old doctor, hold, see, I've got an itch. I'm already itching. But my old doctor no longer is at that clinic. And I still haven't gone back to them to see who is going to get me in or not. So I'm starting from ground zero with someone. So I'm hoping it works out, because lately I have found the doctors in Utah, even the good ones sometimes, they are very crass at times. And I know I'm a big girl, and it's like, I know it's just when they make you feel uncomfortable and like bad about being there, or like you're taking time out of their day, I'm like, excuse me, you know, I'm here to see you, which your job description is being a doctor. So help me figure stuff out and not make me feel like I shouldn't be here. Plus the staff, that is a totally different separate video right there. Okay, two things I can't stand: when you go to those grocery stores and the people behind the counter look like they hate their life, they hate their job, and they want to put that on you before you leave. That upsets me. And the other thing is when I go to the doctor's offices and you have to do stuff, and sometimes you don't always know what you're doing because you have to deal with insurance, I don't know, billing. There's just, you know, you have different questions. You don't know who you're supposed to see, where you're supposed to go. I hate when I walk up and the person behind the desk looks at me like they have a problem with me for the day. That upsets me. This is your job. The people that come in here need help. That is what you're supposed to do. Assist them with a smile. Exactly. That's just my feelings on it. So anyways, back to, I will be going to the doctor tomorrow to see about what's going on, and then hopefully they won't have to, but he might have to take some blood work, so that's always fun. And then I have to turn back around on Friday and go back because I have to get a physical, because the joys of going on to a new insurance is this one requires a yearly physical, so they don't up our premium. Whatever that has to, I know what a premium is, and I know, yeah, we don't want it to go up, but what the physical does to make it not go up, I have no idea, because I don't know how that all works. It's just one of those, it's adulting. I've been adulting for so long, and half the time don't even know what everything entails. I just know I've got to do it because I'm an adult. Gotta love that, right? Yeah. And other than that, though, yeah, lost my train of thought. That's it. In a little bit, I'll be making dinner. Chicken with bell pepper and onions and some mushroom. Your girl is doing it fajita style, but guess what? No bread, no tortilla, no. Just gonna eat it like that. It's pretty good. And usually I would eat it with some rice and do, like, you know, my own mock rice bowl, but I can't have that yet, and I'm actually kind of nervous as to what my numbers are going to be on the scale, because lately it's been fluctuating. Now, I would be honest and be like, you know, I have been so off track. I have been doing pretty good, but yes, I think it was Friday or Saturday. No, I think it was Saturday. I did go to, what is that place? Now I can't remember. Not the time. Oh, Cheesecake Factory. How can I forget? But to the Cheesecake Factory. Although I did really, really good. But later that day, I had a little Mr. Corazon tequila, and then so I ended up eating some pizza. That's why I can't drink, because then I just get extra hungry and get the munchies. So yeah, so right now it's fluctuating. The scale saying I'm up a pound, then like earlier this morning I said I'm down a pound, then I got back on it going, well, let me double check that, and then it said I was up a pound. So who knows? But even I think like a couple days prior to that, it said I was up like 5 pounds. I'm like, no, I'm like, there is no way. I said that was way before even the Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, so yeah, I gotta figure that out, but I'll put that on here because, you know, I'm trying to be honest and be, you know, what I'm doing, and I'll let you know if I step out. So yeah, okay, I stepped out a little bit. But that was on my cheat day, so I look at it as not counting. Hopefully. But other than that, that's it. Oh, and I also wanted to come on real quick and say, because the thing I was going to do yesterday was just positive reinforcement, and then I'll tie it in, because the reason why is sometimes in your weight loss journey, I have noticed, or at least for me, you probably are going to be your main cheerleader. It's nice to have people that support you, but a strong support system that you can actually depend on is very, very hard to come across. I have found that people, you know, prior to me losing some weight and stuff like that, we're like, oh wow, you're doing really, really good. But sometimes when you continue on that track, and sometimes when people see you bettering yourself, for some reason, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it makes them feel bad because they're not where they want to be in their life. And it might not even just be weight. I'm just talking any place in their life. Or they look at it like you don't deserve it. I've just learned that I've probably lost, you know, some friends or some people that I've associated with or I thought I had a good relationship with due to weight loss. So I want to say that I appreciate those of you, the few that are on here and that do message me and show your support or are interested and want to see me do well, because it comes from a very, very important place, and I really appreciate it, because the few people that I do know and support me, like I said, it's very, very few. I appreciate those people to the utmost, but like I said, you will find out, you know, on your journey that sometimes you are the one and only cheerleader in your life. I am not usually a very happy, bright, bubbly person. No, I try not to do that on here as just persona and be like, oh, because I did my channel. I really do try to focus sometimes and stay in a little more positive than I used to be, because I used to walk around like with my head down hanging, you know, if someone's like, hey, how are you doing? I used to look, I'm like, why are you happy? You know, why are you? And I don't like that, because when I go out, you know, we go to Walmart, go shop and just, you know, do our daily stuff sometimes. It bugs me when people do that to me. When, you know, you try to smile and they look at you like, you know, you did something to them and they hate the world. Because it's, to me, you know, whatever you put out is hopefully, if you're putting out good, you're going to get good back. But whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. So unfortunately, if you put out negativity, you will start getting negativity in your life. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, because sometimes, you know, when I watch other videos and things going on, I see such a focus on makeup and hair and how everything looks, and, you know, what someone's background looks like and how much editing they did. But for me, it's just about putting out a positive message, putting out my truth, and trying to stick to that and uphold that, because I don't want to be fake. You can't fake your life. You can't fake your way through weight loss. Trust me, this scale will lie. She is a devious little and we'll just leave it at that. But as always, I hope you subscribe, like, and share. I do appreciate it. And until next time, thanks.